mostly short-term exchanges. And then Renan Souza from Brentwood Rotary, and Linus does a lot of the training. He's a computer whiz, and we certainly need that in this industry. Bob Curry is from the Nashville Club, and sometimes, you know, some of the Nashville Rotarians do not do some things at the district level, and Bob has been great at helping us with youth exchange. His son also went on a short-term exchange. Bill Graham from the from the Columbia Rotary Club, the Noon Club, and he is our youth protection officer to make sure that we are placing students in the homes of good quality people, and they're going to be safe there. Brian Wilcox, who is here, Brian's also involved in training, and plus the Cool Springs Club has hosted students many, many times, along with my good friend Mike Thompson, and Mike just kind of does whatever we ask him to do also. And then my daughter, Holly McDonald, who is involved in the Clarksville Sunrise Club. Holly is another that just, whatever we need done, she tries to make it work. And then Jim Johnston from Lawrenceburg handles our money. And he's been doing a great job of that. So those are all people, if you know them, tell them how much that we appreciate them. Tell them that you appreciate what they do for youth exchange in our district. Renan, you want to tell us a little bit about your year and about yourself?
You want me to stand up?
Yeah, please. Yeah. If you don't mind, come up here.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to thank everybody. You probably don't know me, but I'm really thankful for Rotary for what they've done and helped me make my dreams come true. And I'm Renan Souza. I'm a exchange student from Brazil. I'm here for long term. I've been a short term student too at the top of them. And came to Tennessee. I'm hosted in Clifton, Tennessee. I'm from Sao Paulo. And yeah, it's a huge difference from 12 million people city to 1,200 people city. First of all, I want to tell about what things I've done here and during this whole year. And I went to high school in Clifton with 92 kids in high school, and I played basketball. What's the story though? I played baseball, and I live with my host parents there. He's a preacher, United Methodist preacher, and I've been involved in the community. And I've been in several Rotary events and helped with some of them. I went to some. We had some trips and conference too with other exchange students, and I got to meet people from everywhere, from countries that I didn't even know existed. So it was just great. And now I want to say, how was my life before I came here? It was kind of rotating in the big city, and just go to school, come back. Just do homework, it's just kind of boring. And I've always liked going to a small city, it would be like boring too, you know, because there's nothing to do. But it's actually, you get more time to meet people and be open to learn more about the place you live in, learn more about the history of the city you live in. Even a small city has a lot of story to tell, and I really appreciate that. I mean, it's just changed your mind. Not even like for learning about the culture and about the country you stay in, but you learn more about your country. I mean, about Brazil, and because you see the difference in the culture and the things you do they don't do here, and things you could do in a different way. So it's just an open mind, and I really appreciate Rotary for Mr. Tommy and Miss Susan and everybody involved in Rotary. It was a dream since I was a kid, so I really appreciate it.
Mellina Pinto also is from Brazil, and she's in Clarksville. Clarksville Sunrise Club is hosting her. I forgot to say that obviously Renan as a student at Clifton has hosted. I would want to toot the horn of Clifton Rotary Club just a little bit. We're a club of about 20 to 25 people, and we have hosted 10 students in 8 years, and I'm really proud of our club for doing that. Mel?
I am Mellina, as you guys know, and I am in Clarksville, and I attend Clarksville High, and the Sunrise Club hosts me, and I'm really glad to meet all these people. I'm really glad that I met Pat and Bob and so many other persons that just have been hosting me as well, have been taking care of me in the little things, which make the difference and made me feel more at home and more comfortable with everything. So I'm really glad, and I thank you all very much, and Holly and Heidi for everything. So I want to tell you guys something that in my trainings they told me in Brazil. All the road tags, they're ex-exchange students, and they help with the program in Brazil. And they would talk all the time, and they would say all the time, it's going to be the most amazing and the best experience of your life. And I was just like, that seems too cliche. Like, you guys just say that to say that and make us be excited and not afraid to go. And in the beginning, it was hard. And I was telling my host mom this week that I probably wouldn't have, like, a month would pass as it was a year. And now, it's like, it's just with a blink of an eye, and it passed. And it's amazing, and I'm already missing. And I went so many places. I met and I learned how to talk with new people without being afraid or sleep in someone else's house that I don't even know, but they're going to be nice and we're going to talk, and it's just going to be a new experience. I think exchange changes you because it made me see the bigger picture and made me become a better and more grown person. So it makes the difference for you, and you guys can make the difference. Like, you guys can go and make the difference in someone else's life. Like in my life, a lot of people made part of it, so they left their mark and changed it a little bit. So getting to know someone, and they will get to know you, that was the best of my exchange, and that what made me learn the most. So that's it.
Did any of you catch cliche? That's pretty impressive for Portuguese in the United States and English, right? Cliche. I'm proud of you. That's great. Just to wrap up very quickly, the reason that we do this is because we feel like that we're changing one life at a time, and we do. We do. Youth Exchange does that. It may not be quite the program where you're helping a whole village of people by feeding them. You know, that's not what Youth Exchange is about. But Youth Exchange does change lives one person at a time. And I don't think you'll ever find anyone who has been on an exchange. Remember our speaker yesterday, John, was a year-long exchange student. And you would like to think, if you're in Youth Exchange, that had something to do with his goals and his, I guess, the goals that he set for himself. Because he certainly said that was a life-changing experience for him for that year in Finland. So we want all of you to go back home and get your club involved in Youth Exchange, and we'll do most of the work. You just have to help us a little bit to make it work. But that's the whole idea for this, is let's affect somebody's life in a positive way.
I want to add one thing, is that these kids, that this is a life-changing experience for them, but just being involved as a host, just being exposed to your club, it changes you as well. I can't imagine what my life would be like without 10 years of exposure to Youth Exchange. I mean, it's just, you know, my outlook on the whole world is so different, and my daughter just absolutely loves, she can't wait to see Mellina and Hannah anytime that we do anything. So not only does it affect these kids' lives, but it affects ours as hosts, and I really challenge each of you to go out and just try it. Even if it's just for a short term, you know, just hosting for a night, it's an absolutely wonderfully rewarding experience.
Great, thank you. We have even 1 hour. You can spend a whole 1 hour on one program. So it has been wonderful, and I confess, I've been one of those examples being a youth exchange student. That's how I came to the United States. Look at me now.